Every church has a story. Would you like to hear ours?
How did the church get started?
Well,
The story of First Baptist Church begins under a cherry tree where saints met to worship and moves from there to midday prayer in the homes of Deacon and Deaconess Elijah Anderson, Deacon John Brunson, and Sister Sarah Thurman Anderson.
Did you really meet in the gas station?
That's a long time ago. You were not even born.
Needing a place to worship, they soon selected a small abandoned service station on Route 27, paying $4 a month to rent, and then purchased the gas station for $500. Needing a man of God to lead them, they selected the Reverend Clifton Graves Wooding, who at the time was pastoring Zion Hill Baptist Church in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Deacon and Mrs. John Brunson and families mortgaged their homes so that the church could begin a much-needed renovation. Reverend Wooding and the charter members organized themselves under the name Lincoln Gardens Missions.
When was the white church built?
Well, we actually had two white churches.
The white church on the corner got built on July 1st, 1940. The church was valued at $3,000. The first service in the church was a glorious occasion. The church and its people were proud of its humble beginnings and demonstrated this in giving. The treasury was now $60,000. Another milestone was to take place, the burning of the church's mortgage. What a high time in the Lord. Reverend Woody retired in 1963 after 26 years of celebrated service, taking the church from 20 members to 450 registered saints.
When did Reverend Brown become pastor?
The Lord sent us our second pastor, Reverend Charlie H. Brown Jr., on September 3rd, 1963.
What did kids do back then?
We didn't do too much.
Reverend Brown immediately got busy establishing ministries, a junior church for children, junior ushers, and a new direction was set in motion. Reverend Brown was named Citizen of the Year by the Chamber of Commerce of Franklin Township, and a beautiful sculpture was dedicated in the honor of this great man of God. After 50 years, having grown to the point where the church needed to expand, the congregation began working and planning a new building. Reverend Brown retired from First Baptist Church on June 30th. He led the church from 26 years and left a legacy of growth, love, and leading souls to Christ. Reverend DeForest Blake Soares was elected as First Baptist's third pastor in November 1990. Reverend Soares inherited a thriving, progressive congregation filled with spirit-filled people. In 1991, Pastor Soares commenced a strategic planning initiative termed Vision 2000. A number of initiatives were birthed from Vision 2000, among them being founding of the Central Jersey Development Corporation, Harvest of Hope Family Services, a credit union, and many other entities. In addition to these initiatives, plans and construction were underway towards building a $17 million church edifice.
Why did we move to Franklin High School?
We moved into the high school.
For almost 3 years, the church worshiped at the old Franklin High School while the church was being constructed.
When did we move into our new church?
Construction of the church complex was finally completed in 2003. What a glorious time for First Baptist members and its community. A parade from the high school to the new glorious complex was in order. In addition to the construction of our wonderful church edifice, Pastor's vision for breaking free from financial slavery and yesterday's dream lived today by so many blessed saints. From these humble beginnings under the cherry tree to a 7,000-member spirit-filled congregation, it has been a glorious 77 years of honor and praise to Him.
What's next in the life of our church?
We can tell you, but God will show you.
Absolutely.
This is the story that will not end until the Lord returns. Until then, the future of First Baptist Church of Lincoln Gardens belongs to you.